What's up and what's happening, everybody? It's your girl, Chyna Escobar, and we are on the Talkology Lab. Today, we're going to be talking about friends versus lovers. And yes, this is a part of the 10-part relationship series. So we're going to get into it. Well, not just yet. So we're talking about friends versus lovers. Like, can you be friends with someone you've had sex with? And is friend a proper term for someone that you've had sex with, but you're not in a committed relationship with? So we're going to get into that right about now. Welcome back, everybody. We're going to get started today. So we're talking about friends versus lovers. I feel like we don't use that word anymore. I feel like lovers is kind of antiquated. Um, I hear it in songs, lovers and friends, friends and lovers. Usher did it. Um, what's her name? I can't remember, but it was the title of her album. It was a dope ass album. Ambrosia, Marsha Ambrosius, whatever. Sorry, but anyway, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So, friends and lovers, let's get into it. So, the first thing is, what is a friend? So, I kind of describe now understand that all of this is from my POV, okay? My POV, my opinion, my unprofessional insight, okay? So a friend to me is someone who I look at as chosen family. They're like in the family category, but we're not blood related. So I'm not talking about the friend that's trying to use you, the friend who is really your enemy, like a friend of me. Not talking about the fake friends. I'm talking about your good old good friend. Okay, they went from being there's your regular friends and then there's your good friends. You understand what I'm saying? So a friend is, even in the Bible, which I'm not a Christian, but the Bible says that a friend sticketh closer than a brother. So I look at it in those terms, though, because I truly believe that a friend is someone that's really close to you. All right, that's number one. Now, number two, what is a lover? A lover is someone who you have sex with. Now, I don't count booty calls as lovers. Those are just a hit it and quit it. I don't count one night stand as a lover. That's just whatever. But I think a lover is someone who you have sex with, who you care about, but you're not committed to. Okay? You're not in a committed relationship, but you like what they do in the bedroom. You may not even really like get along. That's not they may not even be a match, and you understand that, but sex has already been involved and introduced, and hey, that happens from time to time. But then there's this time where you meet this person and you decide that, I'm not gonna be serious with you, but I do want to continue to have sex with you, and we tend to call those people friends with benefits. Sometimes we have a relationship that no longer lasts, or and I'll say a serious relationship that no longer lasts. We say we can still be friends with that person, or they were a friend and then they transitioned to someone who you had sex with because maybe you was horny at the time, or they was just looking extra good. I don't care. It happens sometimes, and sometimes it's just someone who, like I said, you are attracted to, but it's not a good fit. So the question becomes, can you be friends with someone who you've had sex with? So let me table that question and then go to this first. Is it a fair like statement to call someone whom you've had sex with a friend? So this is how I break it down. And follow me, don't follow me, but follow me, okay? So I count people as my friends. Like I said, it's like a family member. I look at them as a friend. If I look at you as a friend, I look at you as family. So if I look at you as a friend and family, then together, that to me means like I'm not having sex with you, bro. Like, cause you're family. You know what I'm saying? It's like incest in a way. And some people's like, no, it's not. It's not, but this is how I look at it because I'm calling you a friend. I don't call people a friend if you're not my friend. Like there's an acquaintance or colleagues, there's, co-workers, there's people I'm cool with. Cool is just above acquaintance, but you're not quite a friend. And then there's friend. If you made it to the friend category, you are in the family category. Okay? So I don't use the word friend loosely, and a lot of people do. So I need to first establish that. A friend, and I think that also has to be established in your world. Do you look at a friend, someone that close? Are they close to you? Are they like your family member? Or is a friend just can be somebody that you met 2 weeks ago? I don't know. That's for you to determine, not for me. But for me, no. You can't be my friend. I just met you 2 weeks ago. I don't care how cool you are. Because you got to be tested and tried, baby. We got to go through some shit before I know, like, am I going to say something that's going to piss you off and offend you, and that's just going to be the end of us? You understand what I'm saying? If I go through a hard time, are you going to be there, or you going to be like, deuces, bitch, I'll catch up with you when you get back on your feet? You see what I'm saying? Same thing for me. I mean, I understand. You have to put your friends through the paces, not necessarily to test them, but time will test that. So because I have that definition for friend set up, right? Then I don't believe that someone you've had sex with is a friend, because I don't have sex with my friends or my family. So therefore, I let's bring back to life the word lover, because that's more of an accurate term, okay? And a lover is someone you can be friendly with. They can have the same characteristics of a friendship, but there is one thing that distinguishes that person from everyone else that's your friend, and that means that you've had sex with them, okay? But yet you're not in a committed relationship. Let's go to that question, can you be friends with that person? You can be friendly with that person, but that person is not your friend. So you can be friendly, you can have friend attributes, but that is not your friend. Because see, a friend, again, let's go back to, I talked about this in the first episode. A friend is someone who you choose, and you're not giving them sex, you're not giving them money, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you may have to if they need money, or I may give it to you, you may give it to me. Not that kind of thing. It's not like a sugar mama or a sugar daddy. They're not getting anything more than the pleasure of being around you, talking to you, hanging with you. That's a friend, okay? And if you introduce sex, now sex may be the reason I stick around a little longer. You understand what I'm saying? Sex clouds your vision. Don't get it twisted. You've been in a situation that you know that this person probably isn't the right person for you to be around, or normally you probably wouldn't hang around this person for as long, but the sex is good. There's nothing wrong with that. And you probably have said, I probably would stop hanging with your ass if you didn't give such good dick. But because the dick is good, I'm going to kick it with you for just a little while longer. Or in some terms like that. Or maybe am I the only one that's that honest? I don't know. I doubt it. There's so many city girl wannabes out here now. Trust me, I think that everybody's being a little bit more honest these days, right? So, no, I don't think that you are just a friend. I also tell people to look at it like this. If you're in a relationship, right, your significant other, you just met them. Not saying you just met them. Let's say you just started being in a committed relationship, so you're starting to get to know more of their family and friends, and one day you go out, you meet their friends. It's 3 guys, 3 girls, whatever the case is, and one of the people there, that they introduce you to, whether it's a girl or a guy, and they say, these are my friends. But that last person that I introduced you to, I had sex with them. What's the first thing on your mind? It's not like, oh, that was just with their friends now. No, that person's going to be singled out because you're going to start to wonder, well, how long ago was it? What happened? Did y'all date? Was it just sex? Why did y'all stop having sex? It's going to be all these kind of questions because now that person is not just a friend in your mind. In your mind, that person is a whole lot more because I want to know all the details and do you creep over there still? What's happening? Like why y'all what's going on? So that person is not just a friend anymore, not even to the person who you're talking to, not to you, not to them. I don't care how long ago it's been, you're always going to have that on your mind. When you see them, it's going to be awkward. Not awkward, but it still changes the friendship. So some people say, well, what about being friends and then getting into a serious relationship? That can happen, and that sometimes is the best relationships. But understand this. There is a transition. So when you're going from friend to trying to be in a serious relationship, you actually dock the friendship at some point because you're not going to you're changing the atmosphere. You're changing how you're going to start relating to this person, so the relationship changes. And two things you have to realize is, one, you are gambling on the fact that you may never be friends again. And two, you're also gambling on the fact that this relationship may not work. So if the relationship doesn't work, then you may not be friends again. It's a big risk, but some people are willing to take it and some people are not. So I understand it. But anyone who thinks that, oh, we can have sex and just go back to being friends, you may be friendly, but you'll never be friends like you were before. And I dare anybody to challenge that. I want to talk to somebody who feels like they can be friends, not friends, like real life friends with someone who they have sex with, and drop the lover. I guarantee you, if you use the word lover, okay, I know it sounds different, but if you use the word lover instead of friend, or ex-lover for people who you're no longer having sex with, you will find that you've put that person in the proper category and you have less room for misunderstandings. Because I know a lot of times I've talked to people and I'll say, oh, that's my friend. And they'll be like, that's your friend, huh? Oh, that's your friend? How friendly are y'all? No. Let me explain something to you. I've never used the term friend for someone I've had sex with. And if I have had sex with them, it'll be another term I'll give you. It won't be friend. And the term is lover. As an ex-lover, we're lovers, we're still cool. You understand what I'm saying? That's how that goes. Because now you're put in a proper category. The person knows what they're dealing with. And you know what you're dealing with. They know what they're dealing with. It is always a thing about communication. And a lot of times people try to say friend in order to be deceiving and manipulative. And some people use that term because they think it's the proper term. But I want to challenge you to actually think on this and then tell me what you think. Do you believe that you can still be friends with someone whom you've had sex with? And also, do you believe that friend is the proper term for that situation? I'm telling you, as an unprofessional relationship therapist, that's the improper term. That no, you cannot be friends in that instance, but you can definitely be friendly. You can definitely still have the friendship characteristics, but the umbrella in which they sit under is not a friendship. It's just not. I don't believe it. And that is my take on friends versus lovers. So you guys, first of all, which I meant to say in the beginning, subscribe, because today is Thursday and I usually post these on Wednesday, but like I said, it's either Wednesday or Thursday. So if you subscribe and make sure your notifications are on, you'll be notified when the shows are posted. And then also you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. My name is the Talkology Lab. And if you are already on YouTube, definitely subscribe. And if you're following me on one of the podcast channels like iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, Google Play Music, Stitcher, TuneIn, you can also subscribe there, and you'll also be notified when the podcasts are dropped. All right, and make sure you go to one of these social media websites and load up your comments. Tell me what you think. Ask your questions. It's okay, because at the end of the series, I'm going to be taking all your questions and all your comments and making some shows and answering questions, live or not live on YouTube and other social programs, so that you can get some good old feedback. Listen, I got some good ass advice, baby. I'm about to save y'all a bunch of heartache and a whole lot of pain. So tune in every week for the relationship series. I think we're on number 5. I think this is number 5. Well, this might be number 4. But either way, we got 10 of them joints coming. And I want to thank you again for tuning in to the Talkology Lab. Yo, it's your girl, Chyna Escobar. And I'm out.